The message came at 2:14 a.m. I know. Just 2 words. No explanation. No punctuation. My phone lit up on the nightstand, casting a pale glow across the ceiling of our apartment. She was asleep beside me, or at least pretending to be. I stared at the screen, my heart thudding like it already understood something my mind was still refusing to accept. I typed back. No what? No reply. That was the moment everything I thought I knew about my life began to crack. 2 weeks earlier, she told me she was going to New York. Said it casually like it was no bigger than a grocery run. Just a few days, she said, tying her hair up in that messy bun I loved. I need a break. Work's been a lot. I smiled even though something twisted in my chest. With who? She hesitated. Just for half a second, but I noticed. With Ryan, she said. You know, my best friend. Ryan. The guy best friend. The one who'd always been there before me. The one who knew her favorite songs, her childhood fears, the way she liked her coffee. The one she swore was basically a brother. I wanted to be the secure fiancé. The trusting one. The man who didn't project his insecurities. So I nodded. Have fun. I hated how easy it was to lie to myself. While she was gone, the apartment felt hollow. Too quiet. I texted her good morning, good night. Sometimes she replied hours later. Sometimes not at all. When I called, it rang out. Once. Twice. 3 times. She's busy, I told myself. She's in New York. But at night, doubt crept in. I replayed old moments. How she'd started guarding her phone. How Ryan's name popped up more often than it should have. How she'd laughed at his jokes in ways she hadn't laughed at mine in months. On the 4th night, I checked her Instagram. No photos of the city. No skyline. No tag from Ryan either. Just silence. That silence was louder than any confession. She came back on a Sunday evening, rolling her suitcase into the apartment like nothing had changed. She kissed my cheek. Her perfume smelled different, sharper, unfamiliar. How was New York? I asked. She smiled. Good. Needed it. That was it. No stories. No details. Just distance. That night, she turned away from me in bed. I lay there staring at the ceiling, my chest tight, wondering when loving someone had started to feel like waiting for bad news. The bad news didn't come from her. Came from Ryan. A message request. 11:47 p.m. You deserve to know the truth. My hand shook as I opened it. Screenshots followed, hotel confirmations, texts I wasn't meant to see. I wish he wasn't in the picture. New York feels different with you. I think I've always loved you. Her words. Her name at the top. I felt sick. Not dramatic heartbreak. Just a deep, nauseating realization that the life I was building was rotting from the inside. I confronted her the next morning. She didn't deny it. She cried. Said it just happened. Said she was confused. Said Ryan understood her in ways I didn't anymore. I never meant to hurt you, she whispered. But intention doesn't erase damage. I asked the question I was afraid of. Did you sleep with him? She nodded. That nod ended everything. We sat on opposite ends of the couch, the space between us heavy with years of shared memories now poisoned by truth. She talked about guilt. About fear. About not knowing how to tell me. I listened. But something inside me had gone quiet. Love doesn't survive secrecy. Trust doesn't survive New York trips with someone you claim is just a friend. By evening, I took my ring off and placed it on the table. I can't marry someone who made me feel like a backup plan, I said. She begged. I didn't yell. I didn't cry. I just left. Now, months later, I still think about her sometimes. About the future we planned. About how close we were to forever. But I also think about that message at 2:14 a.m. I know. And I realize sometimes the end isn't loud. Sometimes it's just a quiet moment where you finally choose yourself. And that choice, painful as it is the beginning of everything else.